Hello, Miss Winkler. This is Devonte. This is my pre-recorded speech. My audience is my little sister over there. She has a timer. She's going to be timing me to make sure that I don't go over the timeline. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and just hop into it. Outer space has been on the mind of mankind since we could look up at the sky. Since our home planet doesn't really have much more to offer us, what will we do then? Space. Is the final frontier is our answer to this problem. Although it can be dangerous, it has resources that Earth just doesn't have. Because I've always loved outer space, I decided to choose this topic. Today I will be speaking to you, excuse me, on the infinite possibilities our universe presents us, how in the future we can make the universe our home, and the trouble we will have to face. Now, the universe has infinite possibilities that we Earth just doesn't have. To encapsulate how infinite the universe really is, in a study done by NASA using a Hubble telescope, they found, and I quote, the number indicates that the universe is expanding at a 9% faster rate than originally thought, which was, uh, I'm sorry, which was 67 kilometers or 41.6 miles per second per megasecond. Now that is a huge number, and not only is that a huge number, it's faster. It's slower than what we, or the universe is faster than what we originally thought it was going. Now, as we're speaking, the universe actually is expanding, and so by the time I finish this, it's already expanded more miles than I can even think of. But not only that, there are there's 1 septillion stars in just in our universe. Excuse me. That's a one with 24 zeros behind it. If you can think how big of a number that is, just wait. There's more. Of those 1 septillion stars, there are 26. There's 21.6 sextillion planets that orbit those stars. Now, with numbers like that, it's a little hard to imagine that we won't find exactly what we need out there. There's also did you know that in an article from NASA they actually found an asteroid with so many rare metals that its net worth is about 10,000 quadrillion. That's more than half of our economy on the entire Earth. There's not only that, there's planets such as 55 Carney E, which is entirely made of diamond. I know there's going to be more than a few big companies trying to cash in on these sweet possibilities and this sweet dinero, if you know what I mean. Now that we know what kind of possibilities we have for us in space, we're going to look at how. I'm sorry, my dog. How we can make the universe our home. Did you know in a study done by Penn State University, and I quote, there are between 5 and 10 billion habitable planets just in our galaxy. That'll give us a 1 to 2.5% chance of finding a habitable planet, and I know that seems like a small number, but in hindsight, it really actually isn't, because if you consider the 1 septillion stars that we have in our galaxy, that 1 to 2% chance it calculates that into that 5 to 10 billion planets that we have just in our galaxy. And when you think of it like that, it's not such a small number. I do have a visual aid that shows the habitable zone for each star. This computer isn't allowing me to show it for some reason, but when I send you this recording, I will make sure that I have that in for you. But this will allow us to expand our reach as a species, and I know there are more than a few people who want to make sure that their lineage stays on this earth forever. And in the event of a planet busting event such as nuclear war or the um, the sun blowing up, which is a very real threat, just not in our lifetime, our species will be able to survive because we will have expanded to other planets and will have been other star systems that can help us allow our species to thrive. Now that we know about how we can make the universe our home, we're going to go ahead and look at some of the dangers that the universe can also cause us. dangers of traveling the universe. There are many things that can make us perish while traveling the stars. Radiation is probably number one. Gamma radiation, to be exact, it's very volatile, and it doesn't take much gamma radiation to mess with the human body. There are already more studies going into this to make sure that we don't die to this. They're making the spaceships more resistant to these, and the waves are having a harder time going through the spaceship holes. Another thing is other life. Just like with the Native Americans and the settlers, we're going to be experiencing new life that our body hasn't become accustomed to, and this could cause us to have a reaction that'll mess us up in the long run. Just like I said, the Native Americans and the colonists, they were experienced to diseases such as smallpox and the influenza that decimated their populations. Sadly, this could actually happen to us as well, but with enough time and enough research, we can negate these possibilities. Now that we've seen how we can benefit from the universe, how we can make it our home, and the potential dangers that we have, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Space is our destiny. The opportunities that it presents us is infinite, and I know that it can be a dangerous place, but the payout is way more worth than the risk. Today, I leave you with an inspirational quote by Doctor Who. Of all time and all of space, everywhere and anywhere, every star there ever was, where do you want to start?